What's up, everyone? Jimmy and Ginger here, back with another Matchmaker Monday. And today,
Hmm.
we're going with none other than the 205 champ, Jamal Sweet Dreams Hills. 6-1-1 in UFC, 6 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. And, I mean, I feel like just bringing that up, I have to just start off with who that one loss is to. Just because I have to. It's motherfucking Paul Craig. That dude fucking
Motherfucking
made his arm go all floppy
Paul
and
Craig.
woppy. That shit was
Oh
crazy.
yeah, no, it was insane.
Oh,
And I was just looking at his record because I was like looking, and it was I don't remember who it was against, but it said on Tapology like no contest,
mhm.
fight ends by knees to the body and punches. So I'm like, okay, so why did this go over to a no contest?
Mhm.
And the reason it went to a no contest was Jamal Hill then tested positive for the most performance enhancing of drugs, marijuana.
I had a feeling that. What, and he beat Clayton Abreu like originally.
Yes,
That's yeah.
it was originally a win and then popped for,
That's funny.
weed
What the
and,
fuck?
you know,
Oh
Nevada
man,
don't play that game, and we're like,
so
no, no, no.
it's so stupid. Oh man,
It's the
but
stupidest thing.
Jamal Hill coming off that dominant win of Glover
Mm-hmm.
Teixeira to get the belt. Honestly, I knew that he could win. I did not expect him to win that great. Um,
I didn't expect, yeah, no, I didn't expect him to win that good and to be that what do that well on the ground, considering what Paul Craig did to him.
yeah, bro, his takedown defense was looking so sharp that night. Just everything. The scrambles when he did get
Mm-hmm.
taken down to get back up to his feet. Just solid work from him that night.
Oh yeah,
Truly earned that belt. And
100%.
going to Brazil too to take it from Glover like
Oh
crazy.
my God.
But quick rundown of kind of where the top of the 205 division is at.
Mm-hmm.
You have Yuri ranked number 1, who obviously vacated the belt due to injury. Number
Mm-hmm.
2 and 3, Magomed and Jan, who fought to draw in their last fight for the title.
Yep.
Number 4, Alexander Rakic, who has been out on injury for a while, waiting to see where he's at.
Yep.
Number 5, Anthony Smith, is fighting number 7, Johnny Walker. Number 6, Nikita Krylov, was booked to fight Ryan Spann yesterday, or 2 days ago, but getting rebooked to March 11th.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, not really talking title picture.
Uh-huh.
So, out of all of those, obviously, Yuri, that's whenever Yuri comes back, he's fighting whoever the champ is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
whoever's the incumbent champ needs to
yep.
be ready for Yuri to be coming back, because
Oh,
that is going to
100%.
be the fight that is going to happen. He vacated the belt due to an injury, and
Mhm.
he also, he fought Glover Teixeira as well, and he 100% earned that title when
Yeah.
he was
Oh, yeah.
fighting Glover Teixeira. He earned it through,
Dog
blood,
fight.
sweat, and tears as
Dog fight.
well.
That was a
So,
war. It was, oh, yeah.
it was a
Crazy.
big war.
Magomed and Jan, they fought to draw, but Magomed definitely came out on the better side of that draw. Just kind of
Yes.
looking better, seeming more dominant towards the end. Even like it's hard. Jan had the leg kicks, and
Mm-hmm.
Magomed had the fifth round. Jan just wasn't able to do shit against him.
No, yeah.
Rakic, he lost to Jan because of the injury, so it's hard.
Yeah.
I I feel like for the the
Mm-hmm.
more likely options, he might fight Magomed or potentially the winner of Anthony Smith Johnny Walker. And I have a feeling it might be more of the latter because he was supposed to originally fight Anthony Smith. They were scheduled to fight in
Yes.
March when he then took the fight against Glover on short notice
Mm-hmm.
to fight for the belt. And they're always trying to push Johnny Walker. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they want that dude in a title fight.
They do. I feel like they would also just see it as needing at least one. Like, it, Johnny Walker want to be one fight out from it, but Jamal Hill's only one fight out from that match against Johnny Walker, where he knocked him out and he finished him bad.
No, yeah.
Like so, like
Well, yeah,
I
because
feel
at
like
this
they'll,
point he beat Tiago and Glover.
but I do agree it might be the latter just because like Dana was not really impressed with the performances
Oh
of
no.
Jan and
Oh
Ankalaev.
oh no.
And so they definitely are looking like trying to book something for each one of them.
And I feel like if anything, Dano is more mad at Ankalaev too than like
Yes.
Jan.
Oh,
So
yeah.
and and then just the comment like, "Oh, I'm not fighting UFC."
No,
there's
the
stuff.
comments afterwards definitely did not help his case.
Yeah. Uh,
So,
which just sucks because he might like he still might be like your greatest 205er on the planet right now. You know what I mean? Actual skill
mhm.
wise and being able to just the potential of being able to get it done. I think he might
Yeah.
be your best. It
He
I just don't know why he took so long to get to the grappling against Jan. I feel like that was just a big IQ
he
like
waited
display.
he waited way too long. He waited till his legs were already compromised,
Mm-hmm.
and it just by that point was too little, too late.
No, 100%. So I mean,
So,
out of everyone, all the possibilities of how it could go. Who's the person that you want to see Jamal Hill defend against next? Who do you want to see most?
all right. Yuri aside, I think we have to put Yuri
Yes.
aside just because one, we still don't know when he's coming back, but also I think that's the fight everyone wants to see anyway.
Yeah, and
Is no
I
matter
just feel
who's
like
the champ, they just want Yuri in there.
Jamal's gonna want to fight before then. I feel like you know what I
No,
mean.
I feel like Jamal wants one more
He wants to
before
fight in the
that.
summer. I don't think Yuri's gonna be ready for that.
I don't think Yuri's going to be ready in the summer.
Mm-mm.
And then also, it's one of those hard ones because it's just like I really am just like the one like in terms of like the meritocracy of it
Mm-hmm.
would be right now Ankalaev. Uh he
True.
just fought for the vacant title. He went to a draw. If I remember right, it was a split decision draw
Split
or
draw.
a
Yeah.
majority. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
One judge had it for Jan. One judge on Goliath. One judge had it a
the other
draw.
one had a draw.
Yes, sir.
So it in terms of the meritocracy, like, and that's the other problem is like I because it was such a close fight. I'm not sure like what their UFC how the UFC even like looks at that. Like, but
No, yeah.
in terms of my own like merit, like in my head, the meritocracy of it is like you were saying, Ankalaev came out the better of it,
Mhm.
especially right there at the end when he did go to the grappling. I really do have to say that was such a low IQ move to wait that long to go to grappling, considering that has been the biggest weakness of Jan Blachowicz throughout his entire UFC run.
Oh,
Is when
100%.
people take him down, they keep him down and are like Glover doesn't have the best takedowns,
Mm-mm.
but he is very heavy on top. But Jan tapped before like really the rear naked choke was completely sunk in. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was over. He knew he was done. Like
Yeah,
so personally speaking, I would prefer Magomed out of all of them,
that's very fair.
just because there's not really anyone else right there who I would say should be in it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I think Rakic was at least one more win away, even with like the loss, which
Yeah.
I
He
don't
needs
remember
to
the
get
fight
one more after
exactly,
the
but
injury.
yeah.
It
So,
could very well even end up being if let's say if they were to go to
mhm,
the Magomed fight or even if they want to go in something wacky, have like Pajeda move up to 205. Because
yes,
that's inevitable. I feel like he's going up to
it
205.
is. I think
Um,
it's going to be after. Obviously, he's going to defend it against Izzy. I don't know how long he stays at 185, considering Glover is now retired.
and I mean like he was down to take a fight on short notice at 205. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mhm.
he beats like let's say if he fucks Izzy up too, in April, May, June, July, like yeah, I don't know. It's beginning of April, so like all of April, like and then yeah, like a 3 month camp into fucking title fight and in
Yeah.
like July or something, I can easily see him getting the next shot at
Yeah.
Jamahal Hill that way. Um,
Oh yeah.
but honestly, because Johnny Walker's he's always a fun one, but like you said,
Yeah.
he did just lose not too long ago to Jamahal Hill.
Yeah.
I think probably the most fun fight for Jamahal Hill out of like the top guys would be and like I know that they're not going to get a title shot right away, but the winner of Krylov and Span.
That's the most fun.
Yeah, that like
Especially if like if Span were to win, that would be like two very much like knockout artists fighting each other.
oh yeah. And because it's like
So
if Span knocks out Nikita, like he's ranked number 6, then it's like maybe you get Span versus Rakic, like on Rakic
you
coming
could,
back.
yeah.
And then it's like if Span like knocks out Rakic, oh, that's a hype title fight. That's
Mm-hmm.
so good. That's so
Yes.
much fun.
And that was kind of something I was already thinking of, like what they're gonna do with Racket, and that's why I think
Yeah.
depending on who wins, and even then, I think it doesn't even depend on who wins. It's going to be it's like the winner of Smith Walker probably possibly fighting Rakic, and then the winner of that gets a title shot.
Depends. I wouldn't be surprised if, well, I mean, I feel like they're
I
more
mean,
likely to probably fight Jan Blachowicz, I think.
and I feel like that also kind of depends, but it also is like one of those things where it's just like,
Because Smith already lost to Rakic, you know what I mean? That was like, it wasn't a great
yeah,
fight. Like, Rakic didn't, like, he was clearly winning that, but just didn't, like, push the finish, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Walker probably gets smashed by him, and I just feel like both of them,
yeah.
whoever wins, probably has a better chance at beating Jan Blachowicz in all reality.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if Johnny Walker wins, trying to push him to a fucking title fight, yeah, they'll
Yeah,
they'll
you
they'll
gotta
book
put
him
him
against
against
Jan.
Jan.
Yo,
That's kind of thing. It's like where like 205 is such a weird division right now in terms of
yeah,
like trying to figure out where people are going to be fighting because of that draw. Yuri's coming back, Rockets is
yep.
coming back.
Pajeda
It's the
moving up,
winner of
that's
Pajeda
gonna
possibly
happen. Like
Pajeda moving up. Then you have
Anthony Smith
uh
hanging around for a while. Like
Anthony. You have the Anthony Smith Johnny Walker fight coming up. You got the Nikita Krylov Span fight.
yep. Isn't I
Um,
believe does Vulcan have a fight lined up?
I don't believe Vulcan has a fight lined up at the moment. I can look real quick though, because if
His last fight he
anything,
lost to Krylov, right?
yes, he lost to Krylov. Uh, yeah, he lost to Nikita. Right before that, he beat Paul Craig. Right before that,
Yeah,
he lost to Ankalaev. He's
yeah.
not in
So
line for any type of
no,
anything
no,
at the
no.
moment until he
Yeah.
gets like a couple wins. He's gonna be fighting down at the
Oh,
moment.
100%.
So
He might be fighting like a Jimmy Crude or some shit like that.
yeah, maybe.
You never know.
Uh,
It all
yeah, no,
depends
because
on
I
what
don't
they
know
want to do.
who's.
But
I'm just trying to look to see like where. Okay.
but yeah, I mean, yeah. The to me the most fun characters like coming up it's like Ryan Spann and Johnny Walker, like they're risking it for the biscuit and they're
Yeah.
getting the KO or getting KO'd, so like that's
No, yeah.
gonna be a good time either way. Either
I just
Magomed
remembered.
or Pajeda probably deserve it depending on how timelines match up better.
Hmm.
And then Yuri gets that shit whenever he's ready to go.
Yeah, Yuri comes in whenever he's ready, but God,
Oh,
this division really is something else at the moment, considering just looking at the names right now at the top,
mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
right, like we said, Yuri's gained title shot when he comes back. Magomed Jan went to a draw. Rakic coming back from injury. Don't know when he's coming back.
Yep.
Smith is fighting Walker.
Yep.
Nikita's fighting Span. Ozdemir doesn't have a fight. Paul Craig sitting at number 10. Dominic Reyes, who's coming out, who's on a 4-fight
Yeah, we don't talk about
stoppage.
that.
Crute, who just came off a draw with Alonzo Menafield.
Yep.
Khalil Roundtree, Dustin Jacoby.
Yep.
Azmat
Mirzakhanov.
Mirzakhanov.
Yep.
So looking at just like,
I
and
feel like the
most of these
top,
fighters are actually booked.
yeah, I feel
That's
like
the
top
weird thing,
15's
is
in a
having
really
damn
fun
near a
spot.
hmm?
Top 15's in a really fun spot right now for 205.
Yeah, because like just about, and that's the thing. Everyone in the top 15 right now is fighting. Like the only
Yep.
ones who don't have a fight at the moment or have not fought this year
Mm-hmm.
are Khalil and Ozdemir.
Yeah. Okay, let's get Khalil and Ozdemir. It's a fun fight. But nah, it's
Like,
uh, um I mean there was definitely a while where 205, was just fucking dead, and there was just nothing hype going on in it, and it's like
it's
yeah, right now it's in a weird spot, like, but a lot of
mhm.
fights are booked like you said, and so it's like the
Yeah,
division will
it's
start to sort itself out, especially with
exactly.
Yuri and Rakic coming back to defend their spots, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? And like just once it starts
And
going through, it's going to get there.
yeah, no, yeah, it's kind of like the problem we've kind of had at like a lot of other divisions at the moment, where you have a like not so much in this one with where it is, but just no, wait. The old problem with the 205 division when it was dead was you had a champion who no one could beat in John Jones, and then you had a number one contender who no one could beat in DC.
Yeah.
It's the same thing we had at middleweight till Peta with Izzy and Whitaker. It's the
Yeah.
same problem we had at uh, welterweight for a while when you had GSP and like Johnny Hendricks.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
you had a lot like, so that's not the problem we have at the moment. It's just like everyone's already fought or is fighting, and there's too many different outcomes that have already happened that already make it weird to do anything.
Yeah.
Because do you give on like
That's really the thing, is like we just need more names coming in. That's what's just like kind of making it hard, because
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, fucking, I mean, Jamal's probably fought the least amount of top, like, of the guys out of like
The
everyone.
top
Like
people he has?
like I mean same with Yuri too, cuz he hasn't like really been there,
Oh yeah.
but it's like, yeah, fucking, like Jan has fucking fought like just about everyone. Like he fought Magomed, he fought Rakic, yeah, well,
I was
yeah, I
about to
guess
say
Glover isn't fucking there anymore, so he's
Magomed,
like,
Rakic, Glover, Izzy, Dominic Reyes back when that was
yeah,
his second loss in that streak. Corey Anderson, two people coming up for middleweight in Jacare Souza and Luke Rockhold,
yeah.
which I completely like skip over the Souza fight and go straight from Rockhold to Anderson in my head.
Nah, yeah, I know.
And then a
And
loss to Thiago Santos, who is no longer with the UFC either.
yep, yeah, and then like fucking, yeah, then Smith has fought Rakic, fucking
Yeah.
Johnny Walker, yeah, has already fought the champ. Fucking everyone has fucking fought Paul Craig basically.
No, for real.
Like
All,
it's just like, yeah, there is a lot of like fights that have already happened. Like, yeah, Johnny Walker and Ryan Spann has already happened.
Johnny Walker and Jamal Hill's already happened.
Yeah, yep. And so yeah, I
Like,
mean,
and when
I
you look at
the obviously the clear cut number one fight that needs to happen
mm,
is Jamal Yuri. But
yes, that is the clear cut number one.
and so really until we know when Yuri's healthy, and then just
Hmm.
depending on what the UFC wants to do, then that depends on the contender that we're gonna get for Jamal Hill next.
Yeah, because like that's the biggest thing with like the next guy. It's just like, do you give someone a title fight off of a draw for the vacant title?
I think that's fine.
I think it's fun, but like it
Especially with where
perceptual,
it's at now
it
too,
makes it
with
weird.
Yuri, because it's like literally, because here's the thing, it's like
Hmm.
your top five, two of
Yuri.
them are out or injured, one of them's coming off of a loss, and then the other two were the two that drew for a fucking title. You have to go to one of them. You,
Yeah,
if
no, I agree.
because because yeah, then it's like at that point 6 7, like,
And
are booked, like it's the only
and
thing
with
that makes sense.
yeah. And with the way Dana White is and the way he does not like when fighters do what Ankalaev did after the win, after the draw happened, and with like just the performance in general, I see him skipping over Ankalaev and going to Blachowicz because he's also a former champion.
That's possible. That's exactly. That's like I was gonna say. If they don't put Pajeda moving up, it's probably gonna be Magomed or Jan. I honestly think
Yeah.
if they want to keep it like rolling, I think that's more
You
than
have
likely.
to do one of them.
Yep.
It's the only thing that really makes sense would be Ankalaev or Jan, unless like they decide to wait till the winner to see who wins between Anthony Smith and Johnny Walker.
Yeah, and then see when Yuri's good.
That's really,
It's just
yeah.
unless they just
That's
want to
really
wait
it,
too long.
But it all depends on when also Jamal wants to fight next. If he's like,
I'm pretty sure he said he wanted to fight in the summer.
Yeah, which if he wants to fight if it's early summer, you have to go with either Jan or Ankalaev.
Yeah.
Because depending on how Anthony Smith, Johnny Walker goes, that could be
there's going to be damage in
drawn
that fight.
out.
There's
That's what I'm saying. There's going to be damage.
Oh yeah.
So that's not going to. They're not going to be able to fight during the summer. And so you have to go to Jan or Ankalaev, and honestly, at that point, like
Jan's the more fun fight, in my opinion.
Jan's the more fun one because like
Magomed's the
it's
right
gonna be
one.
A stand-up.
That's the right one that should happen.
Yeah, Jan's a fun fight. Ankalaev is a true test.
Yeah,
I think that's the way that shakes out. But like I said, 100%. Dana White does not like what Ankalaev did. He does not like the performance that happened. I don't think by either guy, but I think he's more willing to forgive a Jan Blachowicz than a Magomed.
No, yeah,
just because of history.
That's very true. And yeah, it's like we got to see what the UFC wants to do, who they're trying to push, and like exactly how long they really want to wait on making a decision and to really hold up the division. You know what I mean? So until then, I mean, there's a lot of fights for Jamal to have at 205, and if he holds on to that belt for a bit, he's gonna be fighting every single one of them. And I mean, I'm all for it. I can't wait for it.
Oh, I cannot wait for these fights because like I just really want I wish there was a way to just magically make Yuri just healthy now. Because oh my god, Yuri versus Hill is such a good fight.
Because it's like it's so risky having Jamal fight someone else because there's so many good guys that he could lose. But if he's able to get past one of them and then the Yuri fight, it's just even bigger. It's even better.
It's even bigger.
And, end of the fucking year, like a December card or something like that. Motherfucking Jamahal Hill, Yuri, take my money. That shit's gonna be great. Great.
Oh yeah, because if it's at like near the end of the year, let's say it's like one of the last pay-per-views of the year, or even the last pay-per-view
an
of the
MSG,
year.
fuck it.
Not just that, for a fact they are stacking the fuck out of that card.
Oh yeah.
They will be the main event, and they'll go to
1
MSG,
to 2 title
put on
fights
3 title.
Yeah.
Put 3 title fights on it again. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 with 3 title changes at MSG.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm definitely excited for the rest of the year and just the rest of Jamahal Hill's future as a champ. So glad to see it. But I think that pretty much wraps up Matchmaker Monday for us this week. It was a good one. Motherfucking Jamahal Hill, the champ. Got a good mix up from an overhyped up and comer to now a current divisional champion. Who knows what we go with next week? Maybe we'll find us a nice spicy middle ground or some shit. I don't know, but I hope everyone enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, check out some of our other content on the page. We got podcasts going. We got What the Fuck Wednesday, and stay tuned for more. Peace.